Hey, welcome back to another video, guys. And today we're going to be analyzing what has happened. There were massive trading opportunities today. We're going to take a look at them and also detect possible trading scenarios that might be coming up in the weekend or even on Monday. Okay, so right off the bat, we entered a short position right over here. Maybe going to the screenshot. As you can see, I entered this short position right after the swing failure, taking a look at other confluences, and we made an absolute killing on this entire move. Caught about a 0.50% move on this move down, and with good risk management, it was a really good trade. As you can see, to entered right over there, stop loss over there, almost a 2-to-1 risk to reward trade. And also we came further back down. We had some new volatility over here. We came back down to this level, swing filled off of this. If you move to the 5-minute time frame, as you can see, this candle was my trigger to entering the long position. As you can see on the 5-minute time frame, we had basically more shorting volume than longing volume on this candle with a swing failure. Obviously, when there was more selling pressure than buying and you're creating this candle, that was basically my trigger to entering that trade. Swing failing off of this low, that was a pretty clean trade, having some really good indications on the stochastic RSI, extremely oversold. So basically that was a really good trade. If you take a look, it was basically a 3-to-1 trade. As you can see, we rejected right off the resistance, the daily resistance, and we came back down. Coming back to this short, looking at, also it was the opposite of the previous case. Obviously in this week, the buying pressure was more than the selling pressure, and this candle was formed. This was basically a really good trade. Also, there was another trade. We talked about how this could be a godly pattern and we could bounce off of this line, but we decided to make some choppy action, eventually bounce off the 618, and this was actually a good level to long this spot right over here. I'll explain it right away. Basically, you're hitting the 618, 65 level from this low. You're creating sort of a godly pattern right over here. We have a beautiful, almost perfect timing godly pattern, and also we had some CVD divergences. If we move on to finalize, as you can see, we had divergences right over here. Price made a higher low, CVD made a lower low from this low. Basically this is what happened. That was basically a trigger. This wasn't a really high probability trade, but obviously you're risking too less and getting too much of it. Yeah, it was basically almost a 4-to-1 trade if you're taking profits at the resistance. So all of these were high probability trades you could have taken. We're heading into the weekend, lowering volume and all the volatility for some time. This was basically it. We did actually kind of hit the 618 level, which is a target of the godly pattern that we talked about yesterday. This is the godly pattern that we discussed in our previous video. We expected a bounce off of this level, taking into account the point of control from the entire range, but basically we had a swing failure, bounce off the 618, jumped back up, came back low, and there was a godly pattern and all of the confluence, and we had quite a bit of run up. So that's basically it. That's basically all the trading opportunities there were today and also yesterday. So make sure to like the video, stay tuned, and I'll see you in the next one.